postseason basketball from the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. Tonight's matchup features the Atlantic Sun versus the Mid-American Conference. The Liberty Flames taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us alongside Samantha Momeyer. I'm Brad Woznicki. For both of these teams, they came up one win shy of a tournament championship and that automatic bid to the NCAA tournament, but an opportunity tonight to extend their season in the WNIT.
Brad, the Falcons tonight need to attack that basket. On the other side for the Liberty Flames, their main focus tonight is just going to be taking care of that basketball.
And as a senior, you love one more opportunity to play on your home floor. Alyssa Brett is one of the Bowling Green seniors that has that opportunity here tonight. Over 1,200 career points, having her best offensive season of her career. She gives 110% all the time.
Brett has been named All-MAC first team, along with the fact that she also earned All-MAC defensive team. Brett has gone over 80% of her games so far this season, scoring in double figures, and you can't forget to mention she has 44 steals on the season so far.
Then you have the redshirt senior for the Liberty Flames in Maya Berkman. Last time these two teams met, she went for a double-double, 17 points, 15 rebounds. She is the program's all-time leader in career games played.
Berkman is averaging almost 15 points a game, along with doing better than 8 rebounds on the glass a game. The Falcons are going to have to keep a body on Berkman if they want to put a stop to her tonight.
And now the starting five for the Liberty Flames, who come in here 24-6. The Flames were 16-2 in the Atlantic Sun, the number 2 team in that conference behind Florida Gulf Coast. Well, Kennedy Williams, Dee Brown, Maya Berkman, Jordan Bailey, and Emma Hess. Hess, one of the outstanding three-point shooters for the Flames. The Bowling Green Falcons 27-6, 14-4 in the conference. Number 2 in the MAC behind the Toledo Rockets, who will take on Iowa State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Bowling Green, a familiar starting five. Alyssa Brett, Jocelyn Tate, Nyla Hampton, Allison Day, the transfer from Loyola Chicago, and Lexi Fleming. For these two teams, this will be just the second meeting all time. They met back in the 2021 season. Final score in that one was Liberty 76, Bowling Green 72. That game took place in Annapolis, Maryland at the Navy Classic. That came a day after Bowling Green lost to George Mason in overtime. Liberty 6-2 all-time against the Mid-American Conference. In that game, the Flames had a plus 24 rebounding advantage, 17 offensive rebounds, and 18 second chance points.
And speaking of some stats in that game, interestingly enough, even though the Flames took the title and won in that game, the Falcons forced Liberty into 19 turnovers that game, along with having 11 steals.
Alyssa Brett in that game led Bowling Green with 17 points. Jocelyn Tate added 15, and Morgan Sharps, who was unavailable for Bowling Green, 12 points in that one, including 4 triples. We noted Berkman, she had 17 points, 15 rebounds. She was one of 5 Liberty Flames in double figures.
And Dee Brown, another player we're seeing out on the court right now, had 11 points, 5 rebounds. So some big scorers right now out on the court that saw each other last time these two teams faced.
Bowling Green 8-8 all-time record in the WNIT. Last appearance was 2021. Opening tip, won by the Flames. Liberty comes in here averaging 69 points a game. That was 3rd in the conference. They only allow 62 points a game. Able to get in the paint, and underneath, Bowling Green fans wanted a walk. Instead, it's an easy one underneath to get it started for Maya Berkman. Bowling Green, almost 80 points a game, second best scoring team in the Mid-American Conference. The Falcons second in the nation in turnover margin. There's Allison Day with the left hand. Good to see her go right to work against another post player that's got a little bit of a size advantage. And off the steal, Jocelyn Tate puts it up and in. 4-2 Bowling Green, opening minute. Jocelyn Tate doing what she does, getting after her right away when Bowling Green scores at the offensive end.
Last time this was a very aggressive game for both teams. The Falcons had a 16-12 advantage on free throws made in the day over top.
And that's part of the keys for Liberty coming in here, taking care of the basketball, plus the damage they can do in the paint. Bowling Green looking to extend this early advantage. Here's Allison Day, goes inside to Tate. Tate goes right into the body, and you're going to count that basket plus the foul. Trying to take a charge there was Jordan Bailey. Jocelyn Tate a chance at a three-point play.
And there we were seeing Tate do exactly what the Keys just said, attacking that basket.
And Jocelyn Tate, 65% free throw shooter. Couldn't get it to drop. Bowling Green as a team, 71%. Liberty Flames had all the momentum going into that Atlantic Sun Conference Tournament Championship. They had won 16 consecutive games before falling to Florida Gulf Coast, who they split with in the regular season. And that's last touched by Bowling Green.
A very fast-paced start for both teams.
And we'll see whose advantage that works to. Bringing it up the floor, Kennedy Williams, team leader in assists each of the last 3 seasons. She's going to be guarded by Nyla Hampton all night long, and Hampton just picked the pocket. And short on the layup, almost as though she expected there to be contact there from Maya Berkman, but Berkman was not in a rush to get back. You don't see Nyla Hampton miss too often that close to the basket either.
She's very selective with her shots, so you're right, not often a miss for her.
I mean, her field goal percentage, almost 50% on the season. 8 on the shot clock, and that one is thrown over the Bowling Green bench.
And you have to imagine this defensive heavy start for the Falcons has to be in rebounding after the Toledo game.
Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich loves the fact that her team has an opportunity here at home in the WNIT. There's no doubt it was a tough way to end the Mid-American Conference tournament. You get all the way there, you face your rival in the Battle of I-75 for the 3rd time, and in that game, Toledo took control from the get-go, jumped out to a 9-0 advantage, and Bowling Green was never really able to come back from that. And Berkman saved it right to the hands of Hampton. It's Alyssa Brett. She likes that spot and hits the 3. Bowling Green by 7.
In terms of sharing the basketball, you have to credit the Falcons in that possession. Win from Allison Day underneath and then back out.
That's the 5th Liberty Flames turnover, and Nyla Hampton will go to the line. And checking in will be Alice Markova. Nyla Hampton, this season 73% at the line, averaging just over 10 points a game, better than 3 assists a game. Most notably for Nyla Hampton, 94 steals. Bowling Green single season record that was previously held by Talita Scott, who had 92. Hampton 3rd all-time in career steals. Bowling Green by 9, 3 minutes in. And it's an offensive foul. Running right over Brett. This one will go against Dee Brown. Frustration piling up for the Liberty Flames. You came into this game wondering which team's going to be able to bounce back from how the tournament championship played out just less than a week ago. We're looking at Thursday night here. Conference championship took place Saturday.
There was a lot to take away from those games moving into tonight, both coming off a loss, but then both being given an opportunity to play once again.
Allison Day in the paint, blocked this time by Berkman. And last touched by Day. Right now, Liberty Flames got to figure out a way to handle this full court pressure. Already half a dozen turnovers. Up ahead, good find by Williams to get into the half court. Flames do average about 14 turnovers a game. Almost halfway there, not even the midway point of this first quarter. We got all sorts of contact. It's going against Berkman this time. I think she caught Allison Day in the face. Have to see it again. And look at the reaction there from Dee Brown. And the fouls that have been called against her in this first quarter. Not kind. She's got 2. Alyssa Brett, right wing. Got another. Bowling Green by double digits. Alyssa Brett make that 86 threes on the season. Bowling Green record with 58 during conference play.
Must feel good for the Falcons to be back on their home court, too. We're seeing a lot of made shots early in the game, and that's something that they were struggling with against Toledo over this past weekend.
Tripped up, going to the basket, Kennedy Williams. Bowling Green's first foul. Into the ball game, Pien Steenbergen. A 6'1" freshman from the Netherlands. And Bowling Green makes a substitution of their own, Olivia Hill, who gave Robin Fraley great minutes during the Mid-American Conference tournament run. She was outstanding in the MAC tournament semifinal with her production. She had 6 points in 13 minutes. That was when Bowling Green really battled foul trouble. Jocelyn Tate and Alyssa Brett were limited in that first half. Lexi Fleming's going to check right back in. Want to give Nyla Hampton a breather. So out there for Bowling Green, it's Fleming, Zekin, Hill, Brett, and Velasco. The drive, open lane to the basket for Lexi Fleming. Fleming on the season, 8.5 points a game.
Beautiful pump fake. Why work harder when you can work smarter? Got her the wide open lane.
Well, remember the last time Lexi Fleming played on this floor, too. Zigay one going to the basket for Berkman. Lexi Fleming had 19 points, a season high, in the overtime win against Ball State. That game, that win, earned Bowling Green the number 2 seed going into the MAC tournament.
She had 6 points to end the Toledo game, too. Kind of in the last quarter, she started to bring some momentum, and unfortunately, Falcons just couldn't fight back.
Amy Velasco just got Bowling Green back up a dozen. 5.5 points a game for the sophomore. Step back, no. Out to Williams. A contested 3, in and out. Zekin and Berkman both went down. Brett pushing the tempo. Leaves it for Velasco. It's Hill. Contact. Markova got some ball there, but also got body. We've reached our first timeout, and Bowling Green has to like where they're at with 4:32 left in the first quarter. Lexi Fleming finding Alyssa Brett for one of the 2 3-pointers so far. Here's the other off the assist, that time from Jocelyn Tate. Another look, Bowling Green by 12. Well, quite the first round WNIT matchup. These two teams combining for 51 wins this season, the most among any of the 32 WNIT first round matchups. Compare other matchups, you're talking about Belmont, Ball State. Those two teams combined for 48 wins. Texas State, along with Stephen F. Austin, 49 wins. Then Niagara and Green Bay combining for 45 wins. Oh, by the way, the winner of this game plays the winner of Niagara and Green Bay. 14-point Bowling Green lead, less than 4.5 to play first quarter. Brad Woznicki back with Samantha Momeyer. Thank you for joining us on your Thursday evening. A day full of basketball, the NCAA tournament and the WNIT going on. Had a chance to go to Youngstown State last night for NIT action on the men's side. Youngstown State at home against the top-seeded Oklahoma State Cowboys, and Oklahoma State would advance. Getting a piece of that one. Good defense from Steenbergen. And Alyssa Brett had a foot out of bounds as she tried to keep it inbounds. Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich. The success she's had over the last 3 seasons, well noted. 20-plus wins in 2 of the last 3 seasons. Go back to 2021 when Bowling Green was picked at the bottom of the Mid-American Conference and won the regular season title.
Right now leading the scoreboard for the Falcons is Alyssa Brett. She has 6 points along with adding in 2 steals. And for the Liberty Flames, it's Berkman. She has all of their 6 points right now.
Nyla Hampton puts it in the hands of Fleming. Day tried to get position and able to get around her and knock it away was Bella Smuda. Plenty of time for the Flames. And then Smuda trying to pull that one in. Get a little contact on the arm, and I think it's going against Day, and it is. Jocelyn Tate returns to the floor. And too much on the arm there from Day.
Looks like it almost could have been Hill, but definitely Day from behind.
Number 1 on Day. Bowling Green 2 team fouls. Liberty with 5. Putting it on the floor, the runner. Good board by Fleming. Finds the trailing Tate, slips it to Day. Gets her own miss and scores it. Great job by Allison Day to stay with it. She gave Bowling Green their first basket of the game. Day on the season, almost 13 points a game. Career best. Her career best coming in a Bowling Green uniform after 4 seasons at Loyola Chicago under head coach Kay Doctor, former Bowling Green Falcon in her playing days.
Played a leading role in their last game against Toledo, like we mentioned, had 18 points and 8 rebounds.
Kennedy Williams returns. And Berkman's going to head to the scorer's table now, too. Bowling Green shooting 53% from the field. The Flames at 37%. Kick basketball.
The Falcons not wasting any time on offense today. You mentioned at the beginning of the game whose team it was going to play advantage to with the speed being up to a fast pace, and I think so far it's definitely in the Falcons' favor, not just because of the score, but just because of how quick and efficient their offense has been so far.
Underneath, oh, nice reverse. Allison Day. Day's got 6, matching the total for Liberty. Markova gets it out. Audrey Clark being pressured by Velasco. Berkman wants it inside. She's got deep position. Able to gather, couldn't score though. Bowling Green basketball. Both Liberty men's and women's basketball playing in the NIT. The men's team was in action Tuesday night and defeated Villanova in the first round 62-57. 2 teams combining for 50-plus wins. Only 3 other schools in the nation achieved that. That's got to be a lot of fun. every time you get a chance, men's or women's, going to a game, you know you're going to see some great basketball.
Definitely.
And they've done that in back-to-back seasons. 50-plus wins combined between their men's and women's basketball programs.
That's impressive, and it speaks a lot to their consistency.
It's Nyla Hampton at the line, where Bowling Green is 4 of 5 so far. The Flames have yet to get to the line. One thing you can say right now for Liberty, as tough as things have been in this first quarter with 8 turnovers, 33% from the field, and Bowling Green leading now by 20, you've got 3 quarters ahead of you. You can start to take it quarter by quarter and say, hey, let's get this under 15, let's get this under 10, work our way slowly but surely back into this game.
They're playing in a new environment, too, and like you mentioned, this is only the second time that these two teams have faced, so maybe just not enough preparation going into it.
Mental mistake there leads to the 9th Liberty turnover. Head coach Kerry Green, 24th year, is the head coach for the Liberty Flames. More on Coach Green in a moment. Brett looking to get inside. Up top, Tate. Tate with the left hand. That was not easy. Jocelyn Tate, though, never settles. Always looks for that higher percentage opportunity getting to the basket.
It's not the first time we've seen her do that today.
And the forwards for Bowling Green have gotten off to an excellent start. Jocelyn Tate, one of those players that can play both that guard and forward role. Berkman got to finish that.
Good idea with the backdoor cut, but Allison Day just got a little too much contact, caused some problems.
Day for 3. For Allison Day, that was just her 11th three-point attempt of the season. Williams hangs. Kennedy Williams to shoot 2. Zekin in for Day. And the contact from Fleming for her first personal. Kennedy Williams, 78% on the season. For Williams, averages just shy of 8 points a game. Number 6 in the Atlantic Sun with 4.5 assists a game. Team leader in steals. She also earned Atlantic Sun All-Tournament Team honors. She was number 1 in the conference in assist to turnover ratio. Well, Bowling Green has made it anything but easy on her in this first quarter. Jordan Hodges back on. Hodges out of Richmond, Virginia, 5'6" sophomore. Tate. Yes, 2 more. That's 8 for Tate. Liberty down 22, a chance to hold for the final shot. Able to get to the low block. Help came over from Zekin. And going over top the defense with 2 defenders there, Jordan Bailey. Final seconds. Fleming from the corner. That would have been the icing on the cake in the first quarter, with Bowling Green outscoring Liberty 30-10, 10 minutes into this ball game. Allison Day going to the basket. Got it started for the Falcons. Then battling underneath. Second chance points for Day. Then the reverse. Bowling Green senior off to a great start. Kerry Green, the last time these two teams met, picked up his 500th career win. Coming in here, 547 wins, tied with former softball coach at Liberty, Paul Wetmore, as the all-time winningest coach in Liberty athletics history. But right now, Samantha Momeyer, there is concern with the Flames down 20, second quarter underway. Samantha, you look back on quarter number one. What's the biggest stat that sticks out?
I would say the fact that the Falcons are throwing out this double team on defense, and along with their double team, they're also switching on defense, which we've seen them do a little bit periodically throughout the season so far, but I think it's helping them so much tonight because there's always someone on the ball, essentially.
And 9 turnovers for the Flames, leading to 14 points off turnovers for the Bowling Green Falcons. And Jocelyn Tate, 8 points in the first quarter, will shoot one more.
And you have to credit the offense of the Falcons. It's evident that they're putting points up on the board, but I think the fact that they're putting points up the board is mainly credit to their defense right now.
Jocelyn Tate 2 for 2. Tate went from being off the bench in all 33 games as a freshman to being a starter all season long as a sophomore. Hodges. That's a 3, and that is good. The first 3 for the Flames are now 1 of 3 beyond the arc. Hodges, her 17th of the season, hasn't been her biggest strength this season, only at 22%, but the Flames needed it. Velasco and Day will check in at the first whistle. Markova ready to check in for the Flames. And a travel is called. Had the two officials look at one another. Was it going to be a travel? Was it going to be an offensive foul? Either way, Bowling Green basketball. Allison Day in that first quarter. Getting some quality looks. Working hard underneath. Remember, Day was not here the last time these two teams met, so she didn't have that familiarity necessarily with Maya Berkman. A minute gone by here in the second. Bowling Green by 19. Cross-court pass. Hesitating a little bit was Clark. And last touch by Bowling Green. Hodges into Berkman. From behind, Fleming gets the tie-up. As soon as Berkman turned that shoulder, Fleming was right there.
Just taking it out of her hand. If the Flames want to cut down this lead, I think it's mainly going to be something where they're just going to have to pack inside the paint. A lot of points in the paint for the Falcons so far. Just because they're finding those open lanes, might as well take it.
And that right there was like a quarterback with the defensive end coming on his backside. Didn't see him.
We saw that earlier too. Lexi Fleming going up for rebounds against Liberty forwards. She's tough.
Fleming, she'll play football with you. For her size, she is tougher than anyone. Brett, left side, and contact. Steenbergen the foul. Second team foul for the Flames. You didn't quite expect this to be this much separation, especially this early in the ballgame with the buildup that you had between these two teams. We noted a combined 51 wins between these two programs. More wins between two teams in the first round of the WNIT than any other matchup.
Liberty just struggling at the beginning of the first quarter, being able to even get a shot up. The Falcons were just taking the ball out of their hands, forcing turnovers. They weren't even able to put a ball in if they wanted to.
Markova trying to get in the hands of Hodges. Try to get Berkman open underneath. Steenbergen, the catch, Markova, out to Hodges. It's going to be Clark for 3. Audrey Clark got a good look, her 20th of the season, shoots it at 36%. As a team, Liberty broke the program's single-season record for threes with 212. Previous record was 190. There's an and one for Allison Day at the other end. Give her 8 points, a chance to make it 9. Berkman's going to the bench. You get Smuda back out there, and Emma Hess checks in. Bowling Green has done a good job not allowing Hess to get any good looks in this first half, for the team's leader from distance coming in with 63s.
Bowling Green right now 20 out of 36, now 37 points in the paint, and for Liberty just 8 out of 16, 50% in the paint.
Well, Liberty so far has been unable to cut into that 20-point first quarter deficit. Clark. This ball pressure out high, forcing Liberty to work deep into the shot clock and haven't even gotten a look at the basket. Hess. Got to get a shot up. She does. It's short and a shot clock violation. Bowling Green still shooting above 50% from the field. Hill. Oh, Hampton wanted to go right back inside. Now out to Hill. And from behind, Smuda. Too much contact with Day. Smuda's first. Bowling Green one foul away from being back in the bonus again in this quarter with 6.5 to play. Brett to Hill, body contact. Officials say play on. Contact, and it'll count. Bella Smuda to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Flames almost being forced to utilize Smuda's size right now. Falcons just don't have anyone to go up against it.
First step is taking away Smuda and Berkman's position underneath. At least try and make it tough on them, not just to catch and turn and score.
Exactly. If the Falcons could front the post, that'd be a different story.
Smuda, a 55% free throw shooter, converts at the line. Smuda is known for being a finisher, 56%. That's 5th best in the conference. Hampton guarded by Hodges. Out to Tate. Tate. Hodges. Look for a screen from Smuda. Tipped. Markova's pass tipped. Trying to get to Smuda. That's turnover number 11. Day open, high arcing three. Just off the mark, but it's Tate coming in. Trying to throw it off of Liberty. Hess. Oh, nice find underneath. Dumped it right underneath to Smuda.
Liberty finding a little bit of a groove now as they settled in.
That's got Liberty up to 47% from the field. And being held up was Fleming. She was trying to get through traffic, and Hess had her wrapped up. Number 1 on Emma Hess. And it'll be Lexi Fleming to the line. Lexi Fleming, as a freshman, was the Mid-American Conference Freshman of the Year. Also earned second-team All-Conference honors. Led the team in scoring. Then missed all of 21-22 with an injury. She's been a captain now 2 straight seasons. 80% at the free throw line. making 21 of her last 22. And as we say that, misses the first. But no, Samantha, there's no broadcaster's jinx. I don't believe in it.
I wasn't even going to try calling you out for it this time.
Back rim on the second. Our director agrees with me. No broadcaster's jinx. Thank you, Brandon. And Hess couldn't handle the pass from Bailey. 4:48 left in quarter number 2. Bowling Green by 16. Jocelyn Tate adding to her strong start with that take to the basket. Hodges getting the Flames going there from distance. Audrey Clark had one as well, but it's the Flames still down by double figures. Postseason recognition for the Bowling Green Falcons, well-deserved. Alyssa Brett, first team All-Conference. Nyla Hampton, Mid-American Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Third time she's been named to the All-MAC defensive team. Allison Day, second team All-Conference honors. She was also number 2 in the MAC in field goal percentage. A Liberty foul coming out of the timeout. 4:35 left in this first half. Brad Woznicki back with Samantha Momeyer. WNIT first round. Second meeting all time between the Falcons and the Flames. Kennedy Williams to the bench. Fleming so far, couple of points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, make that 3 points. And after going 0 for 2 on the last trip, she hits both on this trip. Bowling Green by 18. The Falcons free throws, they've now attempted 13 more than the Flames. 13 out of 16, the Flames 3 of 3. And that's a long 2 for Emma Hess.
Kind of a crazy shot too. Thrown up almost like a softball or a baseball.
Well, and Hess very excited to be playing back in her home state. She's out of Beaver Creek, Ohio.
as the Flames settle in, they're starting to do a better job of it, but at the beginning of the game, they were really struggling, not only with turnovers, but unforced turnovers. This BG defense was forcing them to throw the ball out of bounds, and that's what was allowing BG to score so many points right off the bat.
3 on the way, got it. It's now a 12-point game. That's Dee Brown. Back-to-back seasons named all-conference, all-tournament team. 27-3 of the season. Bowling Green a 2 at the other end. But here's where we're at right now, Samantha Momeyer. 3.5 left in quarter number 2. You and I talked about this. If Liberty can keep this under 15 points going into halftime, that's part of a step forward to just cut into this lead 1 quarter at a time.
Exactly, and you were talking about cutting the lead. I was also mentioning how Liberty might need to get some more points in the paint. However, they're doing a really good job scoring efficiently outside the arc right now, and if that works for them, that's an extra point they have, 2 versus 3, so cutting the lead down has been easier for them outside the arc.
The Flames have hit their last 3 threes. Knocked away from Zekin. Smuda's been very, very active with her length, moves very well. Allison Day in for Zekin. And Carrie Green is going to answer back with Maya Berkman. I thought you might get a few more minutes for Berkman on the bench with how well Smuda has played and the way the outside shooting is going for the Flames. There's a steal and score for Dee Brown. Dee Brown spent a couple of seasons at Miami-Dade College before coming to Liberty. 3rd season in a Flames uniform. It's Tate in the paint. Pretty good defense, but nice job to finish underneath, working against Bailey. So Bowling Green, after that 20-point cushion at the end of the first quarter, I think right now feeling that time to say, hey, we got to keep this pressure up. Bailey, tied up by Hampton. Possession arrow to Bowling Green.
Bailey just got caught swinging that ball too low, not keeping it at her chest or above her head.
Well, you simply can't do that against the Bowling Green guards.
No, nope.
That's inviting the Falcons to come in, grab that basketball anytime you turn your shoulder.
Yep.
Keep it low.
Asking Nyla Hampton.
Jocelyn Tate underneath, short. Flames trying to stay within striking distance. Up top, Hess. Brown as Tate jumps out high. Time winding down. Hodges tried to get it to Berkman, picked up by Day, and now it's Velasco. The trailing Day. I think Bowling Green rushed that possession.
Didn't allow Allison Day enough time to get good positioning underneath the hoop.
I mean, you can score quickly, but that wasn't the best look. Dee Brown, no. Had a former Bowling Green men's basketball player named Dee Brown. Hitting the floor there was Hess. Bowling Green gets the lead up to 16. Jocelyn Tate's got 14 to lead everyone. She and Brett have combined for 24. Worth noting, Brett and Tate combined on the season, what do they average? 24.
Wow.
They've done that here in the first half. Hill in for Tate. It's a nice hand from the Bowling Green faithful as Tate goes to the bench. Maya Berkman, first team all-conference selection, back-to-back seasons. 7th all-time career scoring, 6th all-time career rebounds with over 900. gets it back to a 14-point game. Steenbergen in for Brown. About a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Turned over. Steenbergen. It's Berkman going to work, short. Time expires in the first half. Liberty able to cut the deficit down to 14 going into the locker room. Hess had the long two, but it's been the 1-2 punch of Brett and Tate along with Allison Day. The trio there for Bowling Green combining for 33 of the 45 first half points. Bowling Green by 14. Midway through the month of March, and we're inside the Stroh Center for WNIT action. Bowling Green and Liberty, the Mid-American Conference versus the Atlantic Sun. Second meeting all time between these two programs. Bowling Green looking to even up the series. Falcons leading by 14 after 20 minutes of play. A rare basket there for Maya Berkman in the first half. Allison Day going to work there, finishing with her left hand. Then Jocelyn Tate. Bowling Green defense got after it right away.
Jocelyn Tate just so dominant in this first half of play. I mean, on the defensive end as well, she was all over the ball along with our teammate Nyla Hampton. But on the offensive end, she was so aggressive, and that's what they needed.
There was Lexi Fleming getting more points at the basket. Berkman scoring there. Velasco with the left hand gave Bowling Green more offense off the bench. Here's Day with the reverse finish. It's Tate getting that low block, scoring it with her strong hand. I mean, Bailey, every time they're forcing her to the baseline, which is not a bad idea, but that is going to Jocelyn Tate's left. There's where the three-point shooting started for the Flames. Then got it inside to Smuda, who had some good minutes in that first half. In fact, Smuda 6.5 minutes, 5 points, a couple of boards. D. Brown, the three, then got the steal and the score. This is when the Flames started to have a little momentum in their favor. That is a look at your first half highlights. Bowling Green 45, Liberty 31. We'll take a look at the first half numbers when we come back. The halftime entertainment continues with Mike Williams on the saxophone and the Bowling Green cheerleaders and dance team putting on a show. Your numbers. Now the field goal percentage is evening up after 20 minutes of play. Bowling Green was shooting around 50% for almost the entirety of that first half. Liberty started to get things going in the later stages of quarter number 2. Slight edge for the Flames on the glass, but much tighter than it was when they met back in 2021. When we noted Liberty out-rebounded the Falcons by 24. And three-point shooting, Bowling Green, those 2 threes both came from Brett. The 4 threes for the Flames coming when it started with Hodges, continuing in that second quarter.
And if you look at the turnovers, Liberty having 14, Bowling Green having 3, as well as the points from turnovers. Bowling Green having 16 points from turnovers, while as on the other side for Liberty only have 2 points from turnovers. So that's a pretty big stat to look at. As well as we move into individual, Tate has 14 points, leading the Falcons along with her 3 steals, as well as Brett has 10 points, 4 rebounds. On the other side for the Liberty Flames, it's Berkman. She has 8 points. She is the leading scorer with only 8 points, which is interesting to know, as well as 3 rebounds. Brown, however, D. Brown has been leading this game in my opinion. She has 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She's really brought some momentum to the Liberty team.
Those are your first half numbers. We know defense is the name of the game when it comes to the Bowling Green Falcons, forcing 14 first half turnovers. Well, 2 players that know a thing or two about defense, Jocelyn Tate and Isla Hampton. More on those two when we come back as Freddie enjoys some time in the sunshine in front of the Stroh Center. (45-31), Bowling Green on top of Liberty in this first round WNIT matchup. Bowling Green, Nyla Hampton, your Mid-American Conference Defensive Player of the Year. She didn't do it alone, though. Jocelyn Tate, also in the top 5 in the Mid-American Conference in steals per game. And in this game alone, you look at Jocelyn Tate, she's got 3 steals. Nyla Hampton has 3 steals, both above their season average with a full half of basketball to play.
Dynamic duo working really well in this double team that the Falcons have pulled out to start off this game.
Scary thing is, for the rest of the Mid-American Conference, they're both coming back.
It's true. That's true.
The two teams returning to the floor, which means we've got the third quarter coming up here on ESPN. Stay with us. Well, coming in, Maya Berkman, we know she scored 17 points and had 15 rebounds back in 2021 against Bowling Green. And for Berkman, 8 points in that first half, and honestly felt like she had more like 4. It was a quiet first half performance, but you look for the Liberty Flames to get her involved on just about every possession the rest of this ball game because of how well she's able to finish.
Potentially have her be more involved on the defensive end as well. She didn't have too many tasks defensively in the first half of play because the Falcons weren't really missing. But if she could step it up defensively, maybe the points in the paint would be a little bit different for the Falcons.
Maya Berkman leading the nation in field goal percentage, better than 69%. It's Flames basketball to start the quarter. Brad Woznicki alongside Samantha Momeyer. The winner of this one plays the winner of Niagara and Green Bay. Those two teams scheduled to tip off at 8 o'clock. Also on ESPN3. It's Hess, the pump fake, and a sidestep three, good. We also get a foul away from the basketball. And underneath it was Berkman and Day. So you get the three, and Liberty has the basketball. Out of bounds. Going to stay at this end. Underneath there, Dee Brown was looking for a shove in the back. As well as things went for Bowling Green in that first quarter with a 30-10 advantage, Liberty is well within striking distance. Here's Brown, right wing. Now Williams looked inside, now puts it on the floor. Brown thinking about the three. Gets right side, got it up, and it'll be Dee Brown with a little bump there from Alyssa Brett. And that's number 1 on Brett. Let's see here. Yeah, Brett got her lower body right into Brown. First half, the Flames were 5 of 5 at the line. Dee Brown, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field. Can't hit the first. Rattles in the second. Look at how much the field goal percentage has changed too between quarter 1 and quarter 2. First quarter, Bowling Green shoots 55% compared to 36% for Liberty. Quarter 2, 58% for Liberty. Bowling Green 33%, and Dee Brown down on the floor, now being helped to her feet. Looks like she took some contact above the neck. And Brown is going to stay in. We might have a look from game camera. Opening minute of the third, and Fleming underneath all alone as Hess took some contact to the face. And Carrie Green, I think, is asking the officials to come look at the monitor, see if there may have been an offensive foul. I mean, how often do you see that where two players in less than 10 seconds take contact to the face, both go down, and nothing was called?
Neither looked intentional, too, and it was so quick that it happened for both.
47-34, the officials will look at it. We'll see if we can update you here in a moment. My mother right now is cracking up. The officials at the monitor seeing if there was some contact that they missed. Lexi Fleming just had an easy layup as Emma Hess went down. Before that, Dee Brown went down with some contact above her neck. We didn't see that contact. I honestly didn't really see what happened to Hess.
If anything, a potential push-off, I suppose.
And right there, you can't see it. Let's see. Yeah, on the swipe through. That left arm of Fleming comes across the face. And that almost looks like an elbow from that angle.
Yeah.
Now, what do the officials have to say? They're going to have the third official come in and get a look. This basket may be coming off the board. Worth noting, too, instead of a 14-point halftime lead, it was changed to a 15-point advantage. A 3 for Liberty was ruled a 2 during halftime. As Mike Williams entertaining the crowd from the DJ booth. The little Will Smith. I don't know. I don't think you know about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air days.
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
All right.
2003. Come on.
I'll tell you this. I know the entire theme song.
Can you sing it for us?
Not happening. Said I know it. Didn't say I could sing it. Well, it appears as though nothing's going to change here. It's going to stay a 13-point game. It's going to be Flames basketball. So the Fleming basket will count.
I would have to agree with that call, I think.
Basically ruled incidental contact. Kennedy Williams slowing it up, bringing up the floor. Trying to set up the screen there. Now Berkman sets it for Hess. Well, Berkman's got position, gets the catch. Surprised she did not go up with that one. Now time winding down. Brown in the lane, slips it to Berkman. And after all that, Berkman still gets a layup 10 seconds later. Passed up a look, then beat the shot clock. Maya Berkman, give her now 10 points. They wave off the shot. Robin Freilich got a timeout. This a full timeout. 11-point ball game, a minute and a half into the third. Things tightening up here inside the Stro. The Liberty Flames getting back into this ball game. The three there from Hess. Then D. Brown, with time winding down, slipped it inside to Berkman to beat the shot clock. Get another look at it right there. 11-point ball game. Just over a minute and a half gone by in this third quarter. And Liberty's going to have a chance now on this possession to get it to a single-digit deficit. Steenbergen in, and they're going to check on D. Brown. Brown looked like she's headed to the locker room. They're going to take her over to the corner behind the bench and be checked out. But D. Brown has been a spark during this comeback. Flames now shooting 50% from the field. 3 from the wing, just off the mark, but there's Berkman, offensive rebound. Couldn't put it back up and in. Would have made it a 9-point game. Brett underneath to Tate. Berkman is there. And an offensive foul is called. Tate trying to create some space, sent Berkman to the floor. They had Berkman and Bailey defending. It's Bowling Green getting a little bit of their own medicine there as far as the help side defense coming over on the catch.
Along with cleaning up the turnovers, Liberty has definitely stepped up their aggressiveness so far in the second half too.
Jocelyn Tate, that was her second personal foul. Last touch by Bowling Green. See the offensive foul one more time. Williams. Opposite look, Hess. Trying to get it to Bailey as she was cutting down the lane. 15th turnover for the Flames. Can the Falcons turn defense into offense? Hampton, open look. Got it for Nyla Hampton. Keeps Bowling Green in front by double figures. Her 17th of the season. That allows Bowling Green to immediately pick up full court. Off the lob, it's Hess. Liberty's got to be careful that Bowling Green doesn't start stringing possessions together. Falcons would love to get this back up to a 20-point deficit going to the fourth. Fleming almost took it away. There's a walk that was not called. Didn't look like Steenbergen had control of the basketball. Foul just called against Berkman. For Berkman, her third. So she's got 3, so does Williams. Bailey's out there with 2 personals.
It's working right now for Liberty to step up the aggressiveness, but if the fouls start getting too high, then it's going to do just the opposite.
Hampton to the basket. And for Williams, that's number 4. Carrie Green's got to make a move here. I don't know if the coaching staff has let him know that that is number 4 on Kennedy Williams. Hampton at the line, 7 points, 3 steals. And now Jordan Hodges is going to check in. The lead is 16 with 3 minutes gone by in the third. Williams you likely won't see until the fourth. Alice Markova checks in. Markova first half, almost 11 minutes of action. She was scoreless, did have a couple of rebounds and 1 assist. Had 3 looks, just couldn't knock them down. Oh, and Brett got a hand in there to knock it loose. The officials say, though, Brett did not get that ball cleanly. Her second personal. Woo. That was a bang-bang play. I thought Brett just put her hand in the cookie jar. Got it cleanly. Let's see. Oh, she did get her on the arm. Good call by the officials. Timeout taken by Liberty. Bowling Green 52, Liberty 36. This a 30-second timeout. Liberty Flames, the number 2 team in the Atlantic Sun Conference. Bowling Green, the number 2 team in the Mid-American Conference. This the final season for Liberty in the Atlantic Sun. The 5th and final season. They're going to join Conference USA next season. Also moving to Conference USA will be Jacksonville State, New Mexico State, and Sam Houston State. The winner of this game will see the winner of Green Bay and Niagara. Again, that game coming up at 8 o'clock on ESPN3. We would love another opportunity if Bowling Green were to win here for the Falcons to host again.
Absolutely.
We'll see how it all plays out.
This seems like it's been such a slow 3 minutes for the amount of things that happen. We're not even halfway through the third quarter yet.
Plenty of love there for head coach Robin Freilich. The youngsters enjoying themselves. Robin Freilich, though, right now knows her team still has plenty of work to do. And that ball looked like it was deflected. Then you get a travel call. Fans want an over and back call, but from my vantage point, I saw a hand on it. Was touched by Bowling Green first, then the travel. Off the screen, here's Brett. 10 points tonight, partially blocked. Steenbergen got a hand on it. Berkman. Still plenty of time. Hess pulls up, elbow. Off the back rim. Hampton does not have numbers. That's not going to stop Hampton, though. Up with the left hand, could not score it.
1v4.
Steenbergen now giving up to Markova. Steenbergen 3, drains it. 5th 3 of the game for Liberty. It's Bowling Green by a baker's dozen. Velasco and Zekin ready to check in. A little bit strong for Day. Here comes Hodges. Steenbergen again. Oh yeah! It's a 10-point ball game, folks. The Flames heating up from distance.
Liberty really confident from the arc today.
They started 0 of 2. They've now gone 6 for their last 10. The reverse for Brett. Falcon fans wanted an and one. Hess, good job to get by Fleming. There was contact. Berkman keeps the play alive. 3 is good. This time it's Hodges. Make that 7 threes for Liberty. Fleming, a 3 of her own. That one from distance. Back to a double-digit lead just like that. Hess out to the corner, Hodges. Markova, front rim, rebounded by Fleming. Tate wants it inside. Falcons work it all the way around the perimeter to Brett. Brett, quick first step, go baseline and score. Alyssa Brett's got 14. Tied for the team high. It's a good answer by Bowling Green. Deficit for the Liberty Flames got cut to 9. Bowling Green on a mini run here. Straight away, Tate's got the rebound. Tate keeping her foot on the gas. And it's going to be called against Hodges, her second. Velasco and Zekin in for Bowling Green. Smuda and Brown for Liberty. Tate just kept on going.
One too many steps for Hodges. Almost was set up.
Well, Bowling Green in that ball game, 15 of 18 at the line.
It almost doesn't feel like it's a 14-point game right now. Atmosphere heating up between those three-point battles.
Well, you see just how quickly things can change.
Exactly.
I mean, there are a lot of folks that may have turned this game off after the first quarter, seeing Bowling Green leading 30-10. Falcons went into the locker room with a 15-point advantage. It's been cut down to 9 at one point, now up to 15 with 3:28 left in this third quarter. Williams. Now Hodges looked inside. Smuda posting up. Got to be careful and find Steenbergen. She goes over to Kennedy Williams. Got Tate in the air for a moment. Turned over. Bowling Green looking to build back up the lead. Brett. Ball knocked away. Fleming recovers it. Tate out to Brett. 3, opposite corner. Yes!
Credit the assist to Tate. Battling through the paint in the middle. There was at least 3 Liberty players in there to get that assist.
7 of Brett's 17 points coming in the third. Steenbergen, Smuda the catch and the score. Not quite sure how she got that one to go the way it rolled along the iron, but Liberty needed it. Lexi Fleming bumped. Audrey Clark in. Fleming 9 points, 3 rebounds. Fleming looking to reach double figures. 0 for 2. Smuda wants it. Clark bounces it in there. It's out to Williams. Corner, Steenbergen wastes no time getting it up. Peen Steenbergen keeping the Flames in this. Zekin is blocked by Smuda. Bowling Green still has a lot of time, just under 20 seconds on the shot clock. The cutter, Hill, off the feed from Zekin. It was contested, and it will stay with Bowling Green.
Liberty not letting the lead go above 15.
Well, they had it up to 18. Bowling Green did it a minute ago before this 5-0 run. After it had been cut down to 9. Inside, how did that one not drop for Zekin? .132 left in the third. Williams underneath. Didn't have any space, fortunate to stay in bounds. Williams to Smuda. High percentage look, an 11-point ball game. Continuing to get great minutes from Smuda. 9 points, 3 rebounds. Fleming down the lane, bounces it to Zekin. Blocked by Smuda. Here's another chance for Liberty to get this back to single digits. Smuda turns, finds Clark, lines it up, just off the mark. It's rebounded by Steenbergen. Brown, she wanted it, has Velasco on her. Oh, nice look with the left hand to Smuda.
That was pretty.
You've got Berkman on the bench staying out of foul trouble, and Smuda is doing work in the paint, feeding off her teammates.
Smuda's blocking just looks effortless down low. One hand up, and the Falcons can't go against it.
The shot clock and the game clock nearly identical. Velasco in the lane. It goes. Bowling Green will get the final basket of the quarter. 11-point lead for the Falcons going to the fourth. Peen Steenbergen letting it up from distance. Cashing in from the right wing right there. Also had the look from Hodges. Liberty's not going away. Bowling Green will try and close it out with Lexi Fleming helping lead the charge. 10 minutes to play, folks. The three-point shooting of Peen Steenbergen getting going. 3 in the third quarter after not scoring in the first half. Steenbergen helping Liberty Flames get to within 11 with the fourth quarter underway. First quarter continues to remain the difference in this ball game. Go to quarters 2 and 3. Liberty has outscored Bowling Green 44-34. There's Berkman inside. She had a lot of time there on the bench. She's well rested, ready to go to work. And for the third time in this second half, Liberty's got the deficit down to 9. Hampton to Brett from the left elbow, almost banked it in. Day on the offensive rebound. Williams trying to get the tie up, and she will. Basketball is going to Liberty. Good hands by Williams. Berkman wants it. It's Clark with it. Going to allow Williams to set it up. Directing traffic. Going to bring Berkman over to the right block. Williams goes inside, denied by Hampton. Steenbergen. She's got another 4 second half threes for Peen Steenbergen. She had hit 33 on the season, 37%.
Falcons left her open for just long enough. You have to credit the offense of the Flames on that play.
Berkman and Steenbergen now each have a dozen. Jocelyn Tate fouled. First foul of the quarter. And we had a little extra afterwards. D. Brown not happy. Is this going to be a double foul? Steenbergen, look at her last three. That was a good look. String music. And there's going to be a foul given to both sides. This came after Jocelyn Tate was fouled. And we did not get an explanation. Robin Freilich being given one right now. It's got to be something that was being said afterwards. I believe it was between Hampton and Brown. I know it was Brown for sure, especially the way she reacted. Watch the end of this. Oh, it's Brown and Tate after the foul. Jocelyn Tate, she doesn't back down from anyone. Always has something to say. Bowling Green at the free throw line, unable to add to this now slim lead. It's just 6. Loose basketball. Brett dives for it. Brown trying to pick it up, able to do so. And then Steenbergen walked. She was looking to get rid of it, was moving the feet. Fleming in, Velasco out. Fleming in that third quarter when Liberty was making their runs, a lot of times was able to find a way to answer. Tate slices through the defense, but too far underneath. That size of Liberty continues to be a factor. Brown lost it for a moment, recovered by Clark. Down to 12 seconds. Steenbergen in the lane, up. Oh, could not finish it. And Brett going after it, goes right into the scores table. That was not a, hey, how you doing, Carrie Green. That was great effort trying to keep that ball in. Loose basketball. Brett never gives up on the play. That ball hit the sideline before she could get there. Knocked the mic loose. No apology necessary, Alyssa Brett. Pull up, hand in the face. Still knocking it down. Brett's got 19. Alyssa Brett leading all scores. And Carrie Green wants to make sure that all the work Liberty has done getting back into this ball game doesn't turn back into a double-digit Bowling Green lead. 7:22 remaining, 67-59, Bowling Green on top of Liberty. know, folks.
This is intense.
Well, our two impact players have delivered, and in different ways. Maya Berkman, just like she did in her first time around against Bowling Green back in 2021, a double-double. Alyssa Brett, 9 of her 19 points coming in this second half. Both players scoring at better than 50%. And Alyssa Brett has shown you the mid-range game. She's attacked the basket. She shot it from distance. And an offensive foul. Lexi Fleming takes the charge. And Carrie Green, I think, signaling that Lexi Fleming was inside the circle when she took that charge. Seven minutes remaining. Bowling Green by 8. Brett underneath. Day working against Berkman. Turns. Brett, good cut to the basket, and Tate found her. For the 8th time this season, Alyssa Brett has hit the 20-point mark. 21 officially.
The connection between Tate and Brett this game has been very obvious, working well together.
Then Liberty comes up empty at the other end, so a 10-point lead with 6:38 remaining. Emma Hess in for Dee Brown. And Hodges quickly to the scores table. Going to come in for Kennedy Williams. Don't want to see Williams pick up her 5th personal. Hampton. Fleming was cut back door. She wanted it. Velasco's going to check in at the next whistle. Fleming, nice handles to the basket. That's 11 for Fleming. Joining Brett and Tate in double figures. Hess, quick first step. Answers back with a layup. 7 for Hess. Fleming trying to beat everyone down the floor. Contact from Hess. Well, that's tough. You're Hess who scores the basket. and you end up having to be the first one to get back to slow up Lexi Fleming. That can't happen if you're Liberty.
They have to have someone back there helping. Almost like a miscommunication thing. That's something that you communicate ahead of time.
And that's a simple release.
Exactly. Just a switch on defense even.
Fleming got the members bounce on the first.
We saw Liberty cut it to just 6 points. Now it's strengthening just a little bit more for the Falcons.
Knocked away. Who's going to pick it up? Fleming and Day both looking at one another. It's Fleming working it up the floor. Floats it up. The crossover. Hess creates the space and connects on the three. 8-point game. 6 second-half threes for Liberty. 10 for the ball game. Day, one-on-one, left hand short. Tate. Brett cutting. Forced to give it out, and Robin Freilich got a timeout before Alyssa Brett went down. Brett will be helped up. Alyssa Brett's got 21 points, 5 rebounds. Here's the bang-bang action right before the timeout. Your score, Bowling Green 72, Liberty 64. And joining me in the booth now is the new head coach for Bowling Green men's basketball, Todd Simon. Great to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Coming over here now into the Mid-American Conference. You coached in the Big Sky. You also coached in the Western Athletic Conference. What are you excited about coaching in the MAC?
Yeah, new league. It's going to be a lot of fun. The MAC's a very good basketball league, top to bottom, and you're going to have to be ready every night. But the new preparations, new cities, we're excited. The change is going to be good.
Some new cities, but some familiar ones. You went to Central Michigan for your undergrad. You're a native of the state of Michigan. Coming back home, how good does that feel?
Oh, it's absolutely an amazing feeling to be able to join two passions, our career and being a mentor to these young men, but then also bringing family back home is special.
Now, watching this one as a coach, you've seen Bowling Green lead by as many as 22. The deficit for Liberty was cut down to 6. Your takeaways from what you witnessed from Bowling Green women's basketball tonight?
I mean, what a special start. I mean, they brought the intensity. You can see this postseason basketball, and their mentality is exactly right. They came punch them kind of right in the mouth right out the gate, but you gotta give Liberty credit too. I mean, they're playing hard. They don't want to go home and have their students finish either, and so it's a heck of a basketball game.
Alyssa Brett was just off the mark with the 3. It's a 10-point game, a little over 4 to play. Steenbergen will go inside to Berkman against Day. Day trying to hold her ground, and Tate, as she came down, we have a Bowling Green foul, the Falcons' second team foul. And that'll send Maya Berkman to the line. Coach, it's been noted, fast-paced offense is what you're bringing to the table here to Bowling Green. You had that at Southern Utah. When it came to that offense and speeding up the tempo and the style you want to play, where did you learn that from?
You know, it's a style of basketball that I enjoy watching. You know, I think that's where it started. And the simple fact that there's an entertainment element to it, but in reality it's a strategy. We're trying to just constantly control what we can control, and we can control how hard we play. And if we're in better shape, we do better preparation, learn how to make decisions on the fly better than the opponent, it can be a real advantage for us. And so that's what we're hoping to do. And we want to light up the scoreboard here, get this thing packed, get the students, rowdy in here, and make this a hard place to play.
Kind of take us back to the Anderson Arena days that we had here. Build that up here in the Stroh. I like that thought. You've also had a chance to talk to some former Falcons, get their takeaways on what this program needs. I have the privilege of working with a former Falcon and Brent Clayson for the men's basketball broadcasts. What have you learned from the former Falcons?
Yeah, there's a passion, number one. And that's been then clear as day here in the last 24 hours. There's a passion for it. There's a desire to be great. We want to get to the tournament. We want to elevate this thing, and we can start with that passion and build off of that. And that's the foundation of what we did. These former players, the alumni, the boosters, the fans have really built a foundation that we can grow this thing into a championship program.
76-68, under 4 minutes to play. Nyla Hampton off the window, would not drop. And last touched by Bowling Green. Liberty not out of this one in this WNIT first round matchup, as I'm joined in the booth by the new head coach for Bowling Green men's basketball, Todd Simon, the 18th head coach in program history. It's been a busy day for you, I know.
There's nothing better. It's sharing passion for what we're going to build here and what we're going to do, and seeing so many people that have been just so kind to us and welcoming. So that spirit has been great.
Well, Coach, look forward to talking with you more as things continue on here at Bowling Green. Looking forward to seeing what next winter will come to the table for Bowling Green men's basketball.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bowling Green head coach Todd Simon taking over the head coach of the men's basketball program. We have a 30-second timeout. Bowling Green 76, Liberty 68. Back in the booth now with my broadcast partner Samantha Momeyer. Brad Wasnicki here with you. These two teams coming in here, both number 2 in their respective conferences. Bowling Green in the Mid-American Conference, Liberty in the Atlantic Sun for the final season. Your numbers now, Liberty 51% from the field, Bowling Green 45% from the field. The Flames have knocked down 10 threes compared to the Falcons 5. Rebounding, Flames +6. Turnovers, 14 of the 21 for Liberty came in the first half. Most of those actually came in that first quarter. And the points off turnovers, that's where Bowling Green has continued to keep the separation, 24-6 advantage. But the bench for Liberty has been big, 32 points.
Liberty just keeps cutting the lead back, but they're still not giving up. Bowling Green will score a few points and they'll lengthen the lead, and Liberty's still pushing it on both ends.
And we're back to a 6-point ball game. This is the closest Liberty has been since the first quarter. Velasco able to pick it up. Now Tate down to 10. Blocked. Steenbergen got all ball. Brown underneath, and that's one that she's got to go up with. She was looking for Smuda, but Brown's got to take that one all the way.
Take it all the way, you risk getting a call for yourself and then getting to go to the line too.
You see it again. Even if Smuda makes this catch, Smuda would have been underneath the basket. No space. Steenbergen, she was looking to stay hot there, would have made it a one-possession game. And then on the box out, Bowling Green draws a Liberty foul. Smuda will go off. It'll be Hampton at the line. Thought for a moment Day was going to come down to the other end of the floor while Hampton shoots. She'll stay there. Hampton, 9 points tonight. Make it 10. Also 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Two for 2, Bowling Green by 8. Liberty's going to have to start to make every possession count with 2.5 to play. Hodges, deep 3, got it! 11 threes for Liberty. 5-point game. The Flames will not go away. Bowling Green, though, still controls this game, up 5. Velasco. It's Day against Berkman. Strong move and finish. Allison Day has 13. One of 5 Falcons in double figures. Steenbergen. Day jumped out high, now underneath. Brown. Tate takes it away. Jocelyn Tate, the bounce pass deflected by Hess and gets the steal. Great read by Emma Hess. Hodges will get the screen, splits the defense. Open look, Steenbergen on the backside. Berkman comes up with it. Hodges, one more pass. Brown, low block against Tate. Oh, she gave it up, but she walked first. And you could see it, she shuffled her feet.
Liberty just taking almost too much time on offense right now, wasting time that they just don't have.
And that could prove to be a very costly turnover, number 22 on the night, which is right where Bowling Green forces their opponents. The Falcons force 21 a game. Velasco, bodied up by Hess, goes down, gets right back up. Bowling Green trying to milk the clock, see if they can get it inside of a minute. From behind, it was knocked away from Velasco and out of bounds. There's 2 seconds on the shot clock. Liberty never had possession there after that ball was knocked away. Into Velasco. Got it up. Off the back rim. Berkman's got it. Liberty's got to work quickly. Down 7. Hess, pull up 3. Not close. Liberty trying to say there was some contact on the arm. I didn't see it. Hess was just trying to get as quick a bucket as possible. See Velasco. Maybe with the fingertips, maybe. It's going to stay Bowling Green basketball with 45 seconds left. Oh, a bad turnover for Bowling Green in the inbound. Steenbergen had it thrown right to her. A miscue from Bowling Green. Leads to free throws for Liberty. Chance to make this a 5-point game. Steenbergen, limited free throws coming into today. 17 out of 22 on the season. Liberty as a team today, 8 of 9. 12 points in this one for Steenbergen. She's more than doubled her season average at the right time. Rattles in the first. She's come off the bench in every game this season. Now trying to find a way to get Liberty into the second round of the WNIT. Hits both. Robin Freilich wants a timeout. And Bowling Green cannot have any miscues now. Holding on to a 5-point advantage.
If I had to take a guess what Liberty's drawing up in this huddle right now, it's something to get Steenbergen opening.
Steenbergen or Hess. I like that. Or you can get a quick touch on the low block to Berkman. Anything to make this at least a 1-possession game.
That's true.
Then force the Falcons to at least make some free throws down the stretch here. Hampton, and Brett was trying to get loose. She was held up by Hess, and Hess, that's number 3. One more for Alyssa Brett, 22 tonight. Career high for Brett is 27. That came back on February 18th against Western Michigan. The door is still open for Liberty, but not helping the cause there with the turnover. Velasco, and she is fouled. Boy, Liberty has had their chances down the stretch here. Velasco having to wait here at the line. They had to make a score correction. The point was given to Liberty instead of Bowling Green. The Falcon fans were like, come on, change it. It's not a 4-point game, it's a 6-point game. Velasco's trying to make it 8. Rims out on the first. See if she can split the pair. 82-75, 32 seconds left. Pull up, Brown, blocked. Tate got her hand on it. Alyssa Brett is fouled by Steenbergen, her 4th. Bowling Green fans think now starting to sense this ball game is going to go the Falcons' way.
Flames just making a few costly errors towards the end of the game right now.
Well, they're trying to score quickly, but Bowling Green is aware of where Liberty wants to shoot it. You had that transition opportunity that was contested by Velasco on the Hess 3. Then you get a pull-up 3 there from the right wing, blocked by Tate. Stay with us for our post-game coverage. We will hear from Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich. 9-point game. Timeout called with 23 seconds remaining. These were two teams coming in here that you knew had some unfinished business after how things played out in their tournament championships. I was excited about the fact that for these two teams there was still some familiarity given the fact that they played less than 2 years ago against one another in Annapolis, Maryland, in which Liberty came out on top 76-72. That was part of back-to-backs.
Exactly, some familiarity, but both of these teams have changed and evolved a lot in this past season or year to begin.
In Bowling Green, you go across the board, 5 players in double figures tonight. That was part of the reason Liberty came out on top when these two teams met back in 2021.
Brett having about 1/4 of Bowling Green's points right now.
24 for Brett, 15 for Tate, Hampton 11, Fleming 12. Allison Day also in double figures. Lobbed in, Tate gets a hand on it, picked up by Brett. Alyssa Brett will go back to the line. Bowling Green is 19 seconds away from advancing and picking up their 28th win of the season. Carrie Green came in here 1 win away from becoming the all-time winningest coach at Liberty in their entire athletics program with 547. And right now he's going to have to wait till at least next season.
Had to spark some change in his athletes, though, at halftime. We saw pretty much a different Liberty team come out after the half.
Brown underneath. Couldn't finish it. There's Berkman. Berkman's got 16 plus 12 rebounds. 13 rebounds after that last one. Robin Freilich a timeout with 11 and a half seconds remaining. Now we'll have to wait and see if Bowling Green will be here at home for their second round game. We'll await the outcome of Green Bay and Niagara. Been hearing that Bowling Green could host on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Again, we have to see how everything plays out. But I hope the Falcons host. That means you and I will have another opportunity to broadcast this season right here on ESPN. And Bowling Green women's basketball will have another chance to extend what has been a very impressive season. Well, you don't get an opportunity to go to the big dance after the season that the Falcons had. That can take its toll on you. How do you respond? Well, Robin Freilich's team responded right from the start.
They had something spark in them after that game that they didn't want to be done yet, and that's proving tonight. As soon as the Falcons stepped out on the court, they've just wanted this win.
Brown fouls Brett. And Alyssa Brett, if she can knock down both here, would end up being a new career high. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
One more. Across the board, this a team win for Bowling Green. Final seconds. Hess launches the three. It's good. 7-point game, 4 seconds left. And Hampton runs away with it. Time's going to expire, and Bowling Green moving on to the second round of the WNIT. 87-80 the final. Bowling Green knocks out Liberty. The all-time series now even at 1 win apiece. Bowling Green will now await the winner of Green Bay and Niagara coming up shortly on ESPN3. The Falcons in this one led by as many as 22. That lead was cut all the way down to 5 at one point in this fourth quarter.
And taking a look at some of our individual stats, I mean, we mentioned Brett, 27 points, 6 rebounds. She put together quite a game. Falling right behind her with Tate, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So some of these top Falcon players, but it was really everyone on the team that contributed to this win.
We'll be joined here by Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich momentarily as Bowling Green is now 28-6. Liberty, their season comes to an end at 24-9. Your final numbers, Bowling Green 44% from the field, Liberty at 50%. The Flames did have the advantage on the glass. 3-point shooting, that got Liberty back into it in this second half. They finished with a dozen threes, but points in the paint. Bowling Green battling some size here against the Flames. The Falcons plus 14 in that category, and Liberty ended up with 25 turnovers. I'm joined now by Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich. And Coach, when you come into the WNIT, this was 2 teams that have combined for 51 wins.
Yeah.
2 teams that had some unfinished business. Both were 1 win away from being in the big dance. Your team, though, came out ready to go.
You know, this field is really good, and when we got a chance to watch Liberty, they're a really, really good basketball team. There's a reason they've won a lot of games. I thought our start was outstanding. And it's fun now, too, to play teams. When you're in league, you've seen each other 2-3 times, so that's a little bit of a different game. But I thought our beginning really set the tone, and, they shot the lights out, and it made it a really tough game. But I thought we hung in there every time. They made a good run. I felt like we had a timely basket, and I thought Alyssa Brett tonight had a lot of timely baskets. A lot of people did good things, but it was a great win. It's really fun to be back home, and I'm excited we get to keep playing with this team.
Alyssa Brett, 27 points, tying her career high, was one of 5 Falcons in double figures. This ballgame at one point was a 22-point lead, cut all the way down to 5.
Oh, yeah.
In the end, what was the biggest difference for your team to close it out?
Well, we got enough stops. I felt like even when they got hot, we made some timely baskets to stop a run. But that's a really good team. We knew coming in their size was going to be a real factor, and then they shot the lights out too. So really proud of our team for finding a way tonight.
Did it help at all the fact that these two teams met in Annapolis less than 2 years ago with a little bit of familiarity there, especially with a player like Maya Berkman who had a double-double when you two met back in 2021?
Not really. We're so different this year, so we play so different. Our defense is so different. So I think we had some familiarity with personnel, but I also knew the game, this particular game, would look different.
Lastly, it was a heck of a run in the Mid-American Conference tournament there in Cleveland. But how special was it to come back home here one more time at least and have an opportunity in the WNIT?
Our kids love to say it's so good to see you, and it's so good to be back home. And how fortunate are we that we've had more opportunities to play here. It's a really special place.
Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bowling Green head coach Robin Freilich as the Falcons advance to the second round of the WNIT with the win over Liberty. 5 Falcons finish in double figures in this one, and Bowling Green, well, their 2022-23 season continues. That'll do it for us tonight at the Stroh Center. I want to thank my broadcast partner, Samantha Momeyer, and our entire crew, our director, Brandon Walters. I'm Brad Wasnicki, reminding you tonight's game can only be seen on ESPN. Your final score, Bowling Green 87, Liberty 80. The Falcons advance to the next round of the WNIT.